Hello everyone. I finally got around to writing the blog regarding the warrior angel visitation I had mid-January. This occurred on the night of January 15th. My husband and I had just gone to bed when we heard music in the fan. It's a term we use for music that seeps through other realms or dimensions. Sometimes the music is soft, other times it's pop or rock. But always the voices are muted as if underwater. We can hear lyrics, but it's just hard to make out. Back on June 3rd, 2020, I mentioned in a video how that occurred, and it started with angels singing one night, a beautiful heavenly choir, which then turned into a battle cry. Angels are warring against the darkness, the demons, the archons, etc. The music that seeps through has happened to us for nearly 15 years. It occurred in our other house as well as here. It blends in with white noise such as a fan or an air cleaner. It's quite bizarre, but fascinating as well as comforting. On this particular night, someone attacked my reputation yet again. This slander and jealousy has been ongoing ever since my husband was sworn into office, January of 2023. The political game playing, backstabbing, and so on is really sad. And this experience has been a very negative and toxic one for us. And we know everything that we're doing is being watched, our every move. And we knew this as soon as he was sworn in. We have a cult faction that neither political party supports. The hive mind mentality is everything we've been warned about, along with the symbolism, which is there if you know how to find it. Anyway, the attacks, the slander, the constant fictitious rumors about me is all because they cannot control my husband and his vote. He is an independent thinker, which is everything they stand against, this cult. All attacks will continue to fail. Why? Simply because we are angelically protected. Tiny angels perch on our roof in winter. In warmer months, they are in a swirl-on pattern or zipping past at incredible speeds. They are all over the skies globally and constantly being misidentified as UFOs. They are watching and noting who's good and who's bad. And I did warn this special interest group who didn't listen. Getting back to this night, when things get bad or when I'm very down, I pray. And the music began loud and clear as we lay down and tried to go to sleep. But then it tapered off. I tried to record it, but it was too late because I only thought about doing so. Meanwhile, my husband fell fast asleep when I suddenly felt a presence in the room. Straight ahead of me, where my dresser is against a lengthy wall, appeared an angelic warrior in shining silver armor, around 8 to 10 feet tall. He is so tall his head nearly hits the ceiling. He has both hands on the hilt of a large sword, pointing downward, and there is a shield slung around his right shoulder on his back. I cannot see his face because he wears a helmet, but I can see his mouth and hear his words. His voice is profound, and I ask him, because I had the chance to, and who wouldn't want to ask questions, why do the angels and orbs appear so small to me? We can be any size, he says, enormous to microscopic. We are many in numbers. We are legions. He then tells me we are on a playing field, a realm, but there's too much evil here. So the legions are getting ready. And then I saw these hellhounds. One was to the left of him, and at first I only saw its jaws, which are similar to those of a werewolf. Jaws that snapped with sharp teeth and wanted to attack me, but the beast disappeared and faded. They do not have wings, though, and they are the size of a large dog. Then I saw another one to the right of him, looming above his shoulders. His sword immediately slaughters this beast in one seamless and effortless swoop. He can move the blade without even moving his head and does not need to see what's behind him. It is done so silently, with such precision, that I was in awe. He is a warrior like none other, and he is just one of many. Then I find myself wandering the halls of a castle-type dwelling. Stone walls, and I can tell it's daytime. It's a comforting place, but it is well hidden, and I sense that many command centers have been set up and moved. I come upon a group of dark-cloaked women and men standing around a large circular stone table in a room with a high dome ceiling. And I immediately recall the photo I took in my hallway ages ago, December 2018, the cloaked man. Because they're wearing dark cloaks does not mean they are evil. They're just trying to conceal their identities the best way possible. For everything they do has to be kept secret. Anyway, a woman with blonde hair and blue eyes approaches me. She's very kind as I stood in the archway, not wanting to interrupt. She leads me to the table, where I see it's slightly domed, and it has a computerized screen showing Earth. We are being watched carefully and calculatively, as they can easily see into this realm, akin to being in different bubbles. A membrane separates us from each other's realms. She speaks to me some more. However, I do not remember what she said exactly, but it was something about how many demons and beasts, etc., are roaming around this planet, some of whom can easily attach themselves to people. Various entities, all serving the same purpose, as many others have stated, is akin to parasites, causing people to do bad things. I'm again in my bedroom, lying in bed, speaking to the warrior angel, who remains nameless. I quickly asked him why I went through what I did growing up, which you can read prior blogs, as well as my first book on Amazon, ebooks, etc. He tells me it was a test. Either it was going to break me, or I emerged stronger. Stronger it is, but regrets still linger, I tell him. Focus, he scolds me as my mind trails off on those regrets. You must remain focused on your task. As he stood there solidly, I asked why the angels picked me out of billions of people. We didn't, he says in that curt, deep voice. Many were tested. Not all take up the sword. My mind trails off again when he yells at me once more to focus. He tells me our lives are like a labyrinth with many pitfalls. We are in a realm. Once you're out of the maze and past those pitfalls, you are free, can move on to other realms or return to this one. I then recalled a dream I had, which is still vivid to this day, of angels fighting angels in midair. The dream was very similar to the movie Doctor Strange, and this occurred earlier before the movie ever came out. Two angels are inside this middle section of an apartment building, perhaps a courtyard area. We are surrounded by buildings, and I can see windows, and I can see ledges and roofs and stairs that look like they're going this way or that way. Other times there's a ledge the wrong way up, or a roof on its side, etc. It doesn't help as I'm now one of these angels swirling and turning. So I have no idea which way is up or down, but it doesn't matter because here there are no rules, no logic. All time is the same and everything is made up of the same energy. I'm a male angel and the other angel turned, and I recall never seeing a top or bottom as we continue to fall and battle, yet still defy the rules of gravity. I remember I was mighty and strong in the dream, winning against this other angel who became evil. That dream fades in my mind as once more the angel is standing there and saying, yes, you were once an angel thousands of years ago, and then you decided to come back as many do. Hence where the fallen angels come from. We choose to fall to here, in a sense. We are not the fallen as in evil, demons, etc. The angel then disappears. Key takeaways. We are in a realm that's much like a labyrinth with many pitfalls. The darker entities are here, we are here, and it's just a never-ending battle between good and evil, except obviously evil has tipped the scales. He used the word legion, that they are many. Many angels, he said, can be any size. There are no rules, but they are in the planning stages of something far bigger. I don't think we're all going to be destroyed, nor do I feel that darkness will be extinguished completely, because it's supposed to be a level playing field, or that it was how it was designed to be. It has become so corrupted, and it's been this way for so long, but their time is not ours. Time doesn't exist on the other side, in the angelic realm. In the Bible, there is one other mention of a legion in the context of spirit beings, this time of good angels. When Jesus was being arrested, Peter pulled out a sword and wounded a nearby member of the mob. Jesus healed the wound and told Peter to put away his sword. The Lord reminded Peter that if he needed help, he could have God send more than 12 legions of angels. Anyway, as the saying goes, whatever doesn't kill us only makes us stronger. Some people face more trials than others. They face horrors beyond belief or sorrows enough to fill an ocean of tears. The struggles are so immense, and the battles can go on for years, nearly a lifetime. And I met such a soul over the holidays. Her name is Anne. She never had a break. So for those who live such a rough life, the reward is in the afterlife, and you can become an angel, earn your wings, so to speak. I forgot to mention that earlier in the evening, my oldest son was helping with dishes. He called out that someone had touched his arm. So yes, there was a presence here, one in which we are grateful. And I will do my best to stay on track and let the dogs bite, the sharp-toothed beast attack. They have no power and can easily be slain or conquered. The warrior angel is showing us that we don't even have to turn our heads. It will be taken care of by the mightiest of the mighty.